I walked in with, blue hair and shorts and, jersey and tattoos and everything. And so the team was like, ye migrant worker karega.
Madhur sir and I, along with the rest of the team, we went to Kamatipura. I met some commercial sex workers there. And I had a chat with them. And it was heartbreaking.
Teri maa aisi kirdar nibhati thi. If you really want to do this, if you really put your heart to it, this can be your tribute to your mother.
Films are remembered for characters. And Madhur Bhandarkar is one of those filmmakers who writes really strong characters.
Hi, this is Prateik, Babbar.
Hey, this is Shweta, Basu, Prasad.
And you're watching Interview with Rohit, Khilnani.
On Bollywood Hungama.
On Bollywood Hungama.
Prateik, Shweta, welcome to Bollywood Hungama. So good to be sitting here and chatting with both of you firstly.
Likewise.
Thank you for having us, Rohit.
Right. I'll start with you. I was just talking to Madhur and he said, when I wanted to cast Prateik, he was very confident about it.
Yes.
But a lot of people from his team thought you were too urban and you were, you would not fit the part of a migrant worker.
Yes.
Did you have this conversation with him, and at what point did it give you the confidence that, though he's thinking like that, I have to pull this off?
Rohit, Madhur never let me find out that he was always confident, but he never let me. He never told me about his team not being, being unsure. And I also, when I met him for the first time, I had blue hair. So it's just,
very unlike.
Yes. So it's just, and I walked in with, blue hair and shorts and, jersey and tattoos and everything. And so the team was like, ye migrant worker karega. So Madhur sir was actually in quite a spot because he didn't know what to do after that.
Yeah.
But then I think I was sold, Rohit. I was sold because, it's we all know about the story about the migrant workers and how heart-wrenching their story was, and all the hardships they faced, and I was very honored that I could play a character like this that could in my own way I could pay homage to these people, and this was also very special because Madhur mentioned while he was in our first meeting, he mentioned that teri maa aisi kirdar nibhati thi. Your mother used to portray characters like this, and if you really want to do this, if you really put your heart to it, this can be your tribute to your mother. This can be paying homage to Smita Patil. And I was sold.
Yeah, that's a big thing to say.
It was a huge thing to say, and I think even whether I was apprehensive if I could kind of pull this off or no, I was all in, and I was ready for all the work and all the prep and everything that was required to play this character. I was ready for it, Rohit.
Right. No, from the trailer, I saw the trailer, and you're absolutely brilliant, and you look the part. That's so important.
Thank you.
Yeah,
wow.
That's so important.
That's a huge encouragement.
Thank you. I saw the trailer as well, and your character is so strong. At this point, when people have just seen the trailer by the time this interview comes out, what do you want to tell them? Every industry, every field, every profession had their own plight. What did Madhur tell you that stayed with you and you said, okay, I have to do this?
See, as an actor, I feel really blessed because, we get to live so many lives in one lifetime. And I'm very, very conscious of playing different kinds of roles. Like, it's a conscious choice that I make. So, of course, as an artist, we are exhibitionists of characters, people. We voice them through our body, through our face, and to be voiced to people. Anyone who's going to watch it be like, oh, this is my story. When he told me about the film, and he told me about Mehruni Sa's character, she's a sex worker, commercial sex worker at Kamatipura. And I was almost embarrassed because I was like, मुझे ये कहानी पता ही नहीं है. Because जितना भी हमने coverage किया था about the pandemic, the lockdown, and we had our own privileges. We were like, we had first world problems and people who had the real problems. But I don't think I saw too many stories about this community, and they were completely at standstill because their business was directly affected by this, right? So I was really taken aback by that, and to completely embody sort of Mehrunisa, Madhur sir and I, along with the rest of the team, we went to Kamatipura. I met some commercial sex workers there, and I had a chat with them, and it was heartbreaking. But as an actor, obviously, I was consciously picking mannerisms and body language and language, because the way, Mehrunisa speaks is very, very different from how I talk. But I think it's, and also I think we mentioned a couple of interviews ago that films are remembered for characters.
Right.
And Madhur Bhandarkar is one of those filmmakers who writes really strong characters.
Right.
It's very character driven. The stories, the circumstances, whatever situations the characters face, but it's the character's journey. So I was very, very intrigued by the arc of Mehrunisa a lot.
Nice. Looks great in the trailer. Madhur said that he made you meet some migrant workers. One, what did they say? And, what did it take for you to come out of your comfort zone and get into something like that? What was these conversations like?
Very basic. Very basic. कैसे जीते हो, कब उठते हो, खाना बनाते हो, क्या, पैसे कैसे कमाते हैं.
Right. Yeah.
Just and तकलीफें उनकी. Just very generic, because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so I wanted to just keep it extremely generic and just very friendly. But I was a keen observer, Rohit, of as Shweta did. I was a very keen observer because again these are characters that we have no idea about, absolutely no idea about. So when I think, like Shweta, when I got the opportunity to meet these people, I was an extremely keen observer of mannerisms and the way they speak and the way they laugh and just the nitty gritties, just a little nitty gritties.
When I was dubbing, in fact, I couldn't recognize Prateik, and when I saw bits of him, I was like, oh my God, he's transformed. It's a new person.
It's so encouraging.
Amazing.
So good.
That is huge for me.
Right. And same for you when you went there. Who did, the people you met? What were you trying to observe and pick up?
Yeah. So, of course, I had a chat with them and they were a little shy in front of Madhur sir. So I said, you step out, let me just have a little chat. And just the lifestyle, how they sat, how they stood, the way their hands would be on the hips and how they spoke. And, there's a certain, bindas hai, there's something. And Mehrunisa's character also, you might feel, arey, bichari hai, ye kya kaam kar rahi, but she's very bindas. She's like, ho gaya, and that's the survival instinct that she has. She's street smart. She's, she knows how to survive on her own. What I observed there, as I said, was language, but also how they lived. So it was like this, ek chota sa room tha, aur wahan par bahut sare beds the. There were bunk beds over there. There's this one bathroom that they share. Aur wahan par ek bahut strong smell of soap, body soap, detergent or talcum powder ka tha. So throughout the shoot of India Lockdown, whenever I was going on set, usually you spray a little perfume. I did not use perfumes, and I was only using talcum powder and jasmine hair oil. And I know maybe this sounds like
it's in the mind space.
It's just to be in that mind space because as actors, when you're leaving the van, you always you use some product.
I wish I'd done that. I totally forgot. Was it mini?
But it's just those little things that that just put you under the skin of the character, and the language and the way she was moving, the music that I was listening to was also very much like peppy and things that they would dance on. It was fun.
Right. During the lockdown, I interviewed a lot of people. One thing that Karan Johar told me was that when we come out of it, we'll come out as better people. We'll come out as a better race. I'm not sure how much of that happened because going by what we read and what we see, we are back to square one.
Yes.
Have you picked up anything and you told yourself that I will not do this after this lockdown, getting into a situation like this, we should improve from here?
Absolutely. So many things changed, Rohit. So many, we got time to self-introspect, and I think I will, this is completely off topic, but I will mention because it was a huge part of my life. I was I was very into protein shakes and pre-workouts and all these added supplements and pills and stuff for to. I mean, it's
To maintain,
it's a way of life now.
Right.
When you train, it's just it's a way of life. But I made that conscious decision, and that I think the pandemic allowed me to do that. I cut out all those things in my life. I cut out the pre-workouts, and I cut out many artificial substances and not substances but just protein shakes and just and it just happened automatically. I just I think because the more time I was spending with myself, it just kind of organically happened. And just the basic things to keep my house clean and just the basic stuff like that. Keep the house clean, don't make a mess, fold your clothes,
what we
do
need
laundry,
those basics, right?
just the basics. I think I've come out a much tidier person.
That's good. That's a good quality. Do you think we came out as a better race today when you see around, what you read around? Do you think we are better people? And what did you personally change?
Did we? So, the first half of the question, have we come out as better people? No.
Absolutely honest answer.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it made much of a difference. I think it was very temporary, where all of us were like, oh my God, let's value life and this and that. And I'm sure a lot of people have evolved, but on a personal level. And the ones who had to take the lessons did, and the ones who didn't will never will. So if this didn't change them, they won't. So and it's okay. Yes, of course. Personally, it was right after my divorce. It was right after my separation, and I've grown up in Bombay. My family lives here, and it was the first time I wanted to live by myself. I took a separate home and I wanted to live by myself, and I was like, let me live here for at least 6 months. Let's see, if I miss family, I'll go back. And I wanted some time alone and lockdown. So I think I got a lot of time to introspect. I read a lot. I watched a lot. I practiced my sitar a lot.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I started a vlog series on Instagram about movies and favorite performances.
Nice.
Inviting actor friends to speak about their favorite actors and their performances. Because I'm an actor, I didn't want to do skincare routine on Instagram. I was like, didn't really get it. I read the Bhagavad Gita. I read a lot of books, and I think just the realization that life is really fragile, very unpredictable, or kuch bhi kabhi bhi ho sakta hai. A pandemic like this can hit you, knock you down, and kitne sare dost, cousins, unke family, they were losing lives. And I know my cousin who lives in Canada, his wife's parents in Kolkata, they lost their life, and you don't even see the body. There were even those stories that were coming out. So it was just that life is so unpredictable, and we give value to so much material and things and this and that, and जो basic चीजें हैं जैसे खाना बनाना और अपने आप को साफ रखना या अपने आसपास के environment को साफ रखना, and suddenly the noise pollution, the sound, everything. I think we started valuing the small things, the basic things in life. I think that was my biggest takeaway.
Nice. So this is looking great. Can't wait to watch it.
Sorry.
Yes.
And just sorry Rohit, just to add to that, India lockdown audience को वो trauma revisit नहीं करवा रही है. It's not like we want you to revisit the times that we've lived
good
in or
you're saying
like
that. Good you're saying that.
Because it's a reminder. The film is a reminder that ये 4 लोगों की कहानियाँ, there are 4 stories that merge together just like globally people did. It's a story from 4 completely different stories. Prakash Belavadi is playing a father, an old man who's trapped at home. Ahana is playing a pilot who's like constantly flying. She's an independent woman, paused. I'm playing a sex worker who has her own problems and dilemmas. He's playing a migrant, he and Sai. So it's about people from all walks of life who suffered and sort of came together just like the rest of the world did. So as you said that, have we come out as better people or no? Maybe not. But this film is a reminder of a time that we can.
Good you said. It's a reminder because this is Madhur's image that is it hard hitting and it will take you back. Yeah.